Hello Aquarius, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. If Aquarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And if there's anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Aquarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And a 10 of Cups, very nice, or it could be. It's very full. There's a lot of water there. Let's put this into some context. Let's see what is going on. All right. So the Prince of Cups here. This represents the air of water. This is the fixed water energy. Okay. So it could be representing a Scorpio person. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. All right, we got to select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is one card. Using the Waite Smith, we're just going to randomly select, put Mr. Ed on top. We're going to leave it right over there. We're not looking at it until the very end. Hopefully it will tie everything together and give us the confirmation that we need, okay? And we're doing something a little interactive here on the channel. If at any point during the reading you get a sense of what that card is, right? If it comes to you in a flash, if you can intuit that card, leave a comment in the comment section with whatever your answer is, whatever your idea is. I'm hoping that collectively we can raise our vibrations and tap into our intuition so that we can start discerning that card together, right? As a community exercise. But first, let's take a look here. Now, the first thing I notice is that I see no major arcana cards here. Okay, none. I see fire. I see water here too. I see a little bit of air, right? And I see a little bit of earth. So to me, that there's a need for spirit, right? There's a need for the divine energy here. But we don't have it. We could be feeling abandoned by divine, by the source, by the spiritual energy. That is a possibility. I feel as if these two are the issue. Okay, especially this, what might be a Scorpio person. It's this feeling with the 10 of Cups that things might be too good to be true. Okay? It is the idea here that what we thought was very full 10 of Cups, perfect life, everything is just so good. Why do we have this questioning perception of this person? Now, this might not be a person, right? This is some energy in your life that you are starting to suspect. Could be a job, a career offer, could be a relationship, could be a business deal, could be a creative opportunity, it could be anything, really anything. But I think you're feeling that it's too good to be true, right? It seems too perfect, the 10 of Cups. We're starting to suspect that there might be a hidden motive here. And there might be something going on within this situation that you can't see. See, it's water on the outside. This is air of water, okay? It's water on the outside, which means that it might just be reflecting to you what you want to see. We might be seeing the 10 of Cups there, right? But really there's something different inside is the air energy. So this is a card. This is an energy, maybe a person, maybe an opportunity, maybe a company, maybe a friend, a family member, being inauthentic. What you see is not what you get. Okay? And I think this is very important. I feel like this is something that might be trying to take advantage of you. Right? You're seeing what you want to see. You're seeing what they're reflecting to you. They know what you want. So they're giving it to you. They're showing you that. But there's something else going on within. Right? This is a big business deal. Right? They're trying to sell you this dream or something that I think you really want. But it's empty. It's hollow inside. Right? I don't know if this is a person, maybe this is a sale, maybe it's somebody that's trying to get your money or trying to get you to join their group or subscribe to their beliefs. Right? It feels too good to be true now. It kind of feels like there's a financial component here. In some way, there's this physical energy. We see a 6 of Pentacles, right? This is yesterday's energy. This is recent past. Maybe you are someone that has a little bit of money, that has achieved some success in your life, that you've done things, right? You've lived your life. You've had some success, right? Maybe this is a little nest egg, some savings that you've put away. Maybe this is generally your idea of you've accomplished a certain amount in life, and now you're looking for what's coming next, right? This is material success, but this is also just a pause before we continue on our journey, okay? So it feels to me like you might be in a transitional period of time in your life. It could be that you are in a successful a very successful position, but it's a stepping stone. It's just a momentary pause until we continue. Okay. This is it's almost concerning to me, to be honest with you. We see an Ace of Pentacles up here at the top. Okay. There's this idea, gosh, I don't even like to do readings like this. I don't even know how to approach this really. It feels as if this Ace of Pentacles is either the investment that you're being asked to make, or this is kind of a risk here that whatever success you have physically is going to be reduced by this current situation, right? The card's in the middle here. This is the current situation. This is kind of you and what's going on with you and what's kind of happening in your life right now, okay? I don't want to say this is like a con or that this person is being inauthentic or they're trying to con you or something, but I feel like we need to be careful. We need to be skeptical of this energy. And we see that here. It's time to be skeptical. Princess of Swords in the position of your environment. This is the position of timing. It's time for you to pick this apart and see if it is real. Before you invest a single penny, this is kind of a single penny here. Before you, or whatever your currency is where you live. Before you invest anything, you've got to do your due diligence. Okay. Now, this isn't a financial reading. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. But I can read the energies here. And I feel like you're being asked to invest something physical. Could be time, could be energy, could be space, could be money. Right? There's a physical investment that's being asked of you. Okay, something material. And I feel there's no major arcana here. It feels like there's no divine energy in this spread. So part of me thinks that this is not a situation that is sanctioned by your higher self. But we are not listening. The spirit has withdrawn from this situation. Now, maybe it's a romance. Maybe it is somebody you met online. Maybe it is someone in your life that is trying to tempt you with this 10 of Cups and getting you to invest your time, your energy, your money, yourself into it. But they are not what they seem. Okay? Now, the 10 of Wands underneath everything here. This, I feel like, is our need to believe in this. We really, really want to believe in that. And the 10 of Wands sometimes talks about codependency. It kind of talks about this need to have someone fighting right by our side. Yeah. This is almost an energy that it's kind of like we know it might be a bunch of BS, but we're choosing to stay out here and do it anyway because we want that other, we want that connection, even if we know it's not quite real. This is some energy that's gotten far away from spirit. Okay? That instead of attaching ourselves to our own true self, our own divine energy, God, Goddess, deity, guardian angels, ancestors, spirit guides, whatever you want to call it, I feel like we are attaching ourselves to something else. This Prince of Cups. I'm not trying to bash on Scorpio. It might not be a Scorpio person. Right? This is a description of an energy configuration in an entity, a person. It could be the entity of a situation, you know. But it also sometimes means it's just a Scorpio person. To me, it feels like somebody who is very reflective. I see like an orb of water, basically. It's reflecting back what we want to see. It's reflecting us back to us. But inside is hollow. Inside is something else. Inside is just a lot of air, right? The air of water. In the immediate future, we see the Seven of Wands. This is telling me that if we continue involving ourselves in this, we might find that we are kind of losing our power, right? That we are then, the further into this we get, the more of a struggle it is to get free of that, once we realize that we need to. And we might just be talking an emotional situation here. It might not have much to do with money. It has something to do with a physical investment of some kind of material involvement here, right? But with the water energy here, it leads me to think that maybe it's an emotional thing. We see the Queen of Cups as your general energy. And this is water on water. This is somebody that has that emotional transparency, right? With you, what you're showing to others is what there is. You're being authentic. This other is not. Okay? This is not a good match. Because this leaves you open and vulnerable to difficulties, to attack, basically, energetic, emotional. Because you are living authentically, you are being emotionally transparent. The other entity here is not. Okay? And I think that we're in for a lot of difficulty if we don't recognize this, right? If we don't see, if we don't investigate, if we don't do our due diligence. Now, Here is our resident kitty cat, Titi. She came to kind of calm us down a little bit, give us some of that good cat energy. What we see that it's time for, like I said, it's time for our discernment. It's time for us to exercise our own air energy. This is us really trying to penetrate into this situation and see what the air is in here. Remember, I said it's like a bubble. This is us trying. It's a princess, right? It's the beginning of that air energy. This is us trying to figure out what is really going on in here. Okay. And thank you, Titi. She really is purring loudly today. It's time for us to investigate. It's time for us to do our due diligence and see what is really going on. Okay? And this is the earth of air. This is a very practical, very fact-based investigation, right? Try not to be swayed by our emotions, which is the risk we see right above this card. All of this water coming down onto our discernment, our need for investigation, to kind of be a little bit leery, a little bit defensive of this energy. We run the risk of all of this water cascading down on us. Now, the Eight of Cups is in the position of your fears, worries, concerns, the obstacles. This is what we don't want. And this is the loss of this fullness. We want this to be true. We want to just be in this energy, even if maybe we know realistically that it's not sanctioned from our higher self by the divine, you know. Even if it's not really, really real, we want that 10 of Cups. We don't want all that water to drain away. We don't want to lose heart. We don't want to be disappointed and dejected, and we don't want to be pessimistic. Right? We don't want to lose that water that this situation is kind of promising us. Okay? We need to investigate. We need more air energy. This is the only time I think I've ever said that. We need more air energy, or we need some divine energy. And I think that if we can exercise our discernment, our defensiveness, right? This is our sense of protecting ourselves, then I think we can achieve what is up here in this Queen of Wands. See, the Queen, we had the Queen of Cups down here at the bottom, your general energy. This is you being freely expressive of your emotions, right? Being emotionally transparent, being perfectly authentic. Well, we're keeping the water inside, but outside now we're going fire, right? This is what I like to see at the end of this kind of a situation. This is what we want. This is someone who is independent, strong, standing up for themselves, not going to be taken advantage of, not going to give freely of their heart, of their water energy to something like this that may not be authentic. You have to authenticate this before you're going to be emotionally transferred. So we're replacing the outer water of ourselves with a little bit of fire. Right? We're ready for the fight if we need it. We're ready to get ourselves out of here if we need to. You're standing up for yourself. You're independent and strong. And if you have to be a little rude, that's okay. I like this as the end. I think to get here, we need more air energy. Feels to me like we do. What I want to do now is, I usually save this for when we have a 5 or a 7 or something of the swords, but I want to pull out one of these positive affirmation cards, the language of flowers. Anytime we have an issue with the air energy, I'm going to pull these out. And usually the problem with the air energy is we have too much. Today, first time this has ever happened, we don't have enough. Yeah. So we'll try one, and they're all positive affirmation cards. I haven't even read all of these, but the ones that we have read here on the channel have all been wonderful. There's the one. And this one says, the calla lily, rejuvenation, reawaken, and then stand stronger. Right? Reawaken. Let's wake up. Right? Get out of this water energy, get into your air energy. Let's wake up. Let's open our eyes, open our mind and our powers of discernment, our powers of investigation, right? Reawaken and then stand stronger. That's what you're doing here. This card perfectly resonates with what we're talking about. First, we have to wake up and investigate and stand stronger. Okay, this is a confirmation of our message here. I think we should take a look at the mystery card. I think this is kind of an urgent thing. I think this is something that you need to start looking at right now before you do anything that is going to put you in a worse position, right? So let's look at the mystery card. And of course, this is the point of the reading where I want you to try to tap into your own intuition here. As an interactive exercise on the channel, I want to see if we can collectively raise our vibrations. If we can tap into our intuition. And I bet over time, if you play along, over time we'll get closer and closer and we'll get more and more accurate in these predictions. Okay? So I'm going to switch the camera. If you want to pause the video, go ahead. If you don't want to play along, that's okay too. If you're driving or you're busy or something, that's fine. What do I think it's going to be? Well, obviously, I think it's going to be some more air energy. Or some divine energy, some major arcana. Maybe Mercury. Maybe the Magician. Maybe the Star. Maybe your power card. Then I get to ring a little bell over here. Yeah, maybe the Star. Maybe the Justice card. Right? Accurately weighing the situation. Well, let's see what we have. Well, it is the air energy. But this is an interesting one. See, I get it. There's always a twist. Mercury is here in spirit. I can feel them. There are two sides to this card. One is the idea that we're overthinking it. That part of the issue here is that we are maybe stuck in this internal debate about what's really going on, right? Too many facts, too much thinking, overanalyzing it. So we're not able to move, right? We're stuck. We're bound and hoodwinked by our own thoughts. But the idea here is that it doesn't take much effort to free ourselves from that. See, there's swords all around this figure. All they have to do is go up against one and cut their bindings and they're free. So in some ways, there is this need for investigation. There's this need for discernment. But don't overthink it. The simplest answer is usually the right one. It need not be complex. Okay? So we do have the air energy that we were asking for. But it's air energy with a little twist, you know. And maybe this is good, because if we had too much air energy, then we would be Eight of Swords. We would be locked up. If we had air all over this table, then there'd be no way that we could get to the bottom of things. No way that we could make a decision. No way that we could be simple and pure, innocent enough in a way, right? To just step back, see it, and get out of there. Cut our bindings, take the blindfold off. Right? Take the blindfold off. I think this is a good confirmation. I think this is just enough air energy. for us to see what's really going on here. It's the reminder not to get too wrapped up in the investigation that we're not actually doing anything. To simplify things, to just try to see things for what they are. See, this card's overthinking so much that they're not even aware that there's swords all around them, that their means of freedom is right there next to them. Simplify. Reawaken. Wake up to the facts, maybe, that are all around you, and any one of those facts will be able to set you free. Right? Once you get the answer, once you get the one fact that sets you free, you don't need to keep looking for more. Right? Once you cut your bindings and you remove the hoodwink, you don't have to go and take a look at those other swords. You just get the heck out of there. So reawaken and then stand strong in your confidence and do what you need to do. Okay? I think this is a good confirmation. Now we're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around, click either above or below in the video description. There's a link. New Aquarius readings come out every Monday and Thursday at 6 a.m. Chicago time. Just subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next reading. I want to thank you for watching this reading all the way through until the end. That really helps out the algorithm, and we need all the help we can get on this channel. Okay? I appreciate you. I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me read for you. And thank you for being the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot.